Hi guys, Bor here with another Arc Raiders guide. In this one I'll be talking about trials and some tips you can actually do. So here's what's up in the current week. We need to damage Leapers, damage Queen or Matriarchs, harvest plants, open Arc probes and damage flying Arc enemies. So let's start with harvesting plants. There are two maps you can actually go there. That should be good for it. Just make sure you go Nitrate or Electromagnetic Storm or actually any special one that shows 2 times there in the right corner. If you do this, you're actually gonna get double the points. And on the spaceport, there's this famous ditch I was talking about before in my scrappy guide. Basically, all this area here, it's filled with mullein you can harvest, and at the end there is a mushroom tree. You can actually get some extras. And don't bother with apricots, they don't count as harvesting, same for lemons or olives. And the problem with this spot is it's gonna be very contested, so you have to be fast, probably have to have good spawn there. Still probably gonna meet somebody. And the other map is gonna be Dumb Battlegrounds. There's actually a lot of areas when you can find some stuff to harvest. So first, around here, there's a river. Just follow the river bank and you will find on both sides of the so-called river, it's actually very shallow, you're actually gonna find a lot of mullein. Another spot, there's like water drip here with mullein, and another one on this side. There's actually 4 or 5 close to the water treatment where you do the toxic barrel quest. And then another one is this under the bridge here. There's also water flowing on the both sides. You actually can find around 6 mulleins too. I know you can find some around this area, but not many. Then from the other things, close to the wreckage, there's a lot of trees there where you can find mushrooms, so you can look around there. And also in the water treatment, in one of the tunnels on the pipe, you maybe will be able to find 2-3 mushrooms growing there. But I think the last spot, it's around this watery area here. So just make sure go nitrate and you should be fine. The next one is actually gonna be the probes. And I would advise to go into Electromagnetic Storm in this one. Go to the Dumb Battlegrounds or the Blue Gate. I think the Blue Gate is better, but let's talk about the Dumb Battleground first. So just scan around this swamp area. Go close, right side of the hydrophonic dome complex, go up, and that's where you should find majority of the drones actually there. The main indicator is gonna be the black smoke, and they usually come in pairs here, so make sure to look around. Actually, like this whole forest area probably is a good idea. I know you can find sometimes a few here in the open, but it also may be a bit random, so you may actually find them on the other sides of the map. This side of the map was actually very good for me. I was able to get 12k in one run here. Actually, starting over here, going close to the dam and then checking in the water. So that should be actually a lot of points your way. But I think the Blue Gate is actually much better for this. And the main reason is this is like a big hill there, without much vegetation there, not many trees obscuring your view. So you can actually see the smoke from the dropped drones or couriers from really far away. So probably the best spot is gonna be the east side here. Just run to the smokes, loot the probes, and just you should be actually very good with this. You may of course go on the other side of the checkpoint there, check adorn the wreckage. Maybe, I didn't check actually, but probably there will be some drones in the olive grove, but that was always very dangerous area, so yeah. Now, from other things, damage flying arc enemies. This one I did with my friends on Blue Gate Night Raid. We were able to bring down 3 of the Rocketeers and plenty of Wasps. Having some wolf packs definitely gonna be helpful there. You can probably use one wolf pack, and if it hits right, the Rocketeer should be on fire, so just shoot one of the engines to finish it off. Or you can just drop 2 wolf pack to finish the Rocketeer just like that. And yeah, just one more tip for damage flying arc enemies. You can actually cheese this stuff. Just make sure you kill a lot of snitches and keep the snitch scanners. Every time when you throw this in raid, it's gonna spawn 2 wasps. And you can kill those wasps and you're gonna get the flying arc damage. It was working nicely last week with the wasp damage, so it will work the same here. You may actually go full team, just drop the snitches, drop the wolf pack, it will kill them, or just go with any weapon that is good versus arcs, so like heavy, medium ammo maybe, and you should be fine. Now, when it comes to the leapers, that one is actually tricky. I found it's like really hard to find more than 2 in one raid, but I think if you go nitrate in them battleground, there's a chance one will spawn close to the dome complex, and of course the infamous one close to the water treatment elevator, that one is almost always there. So I think if you kill 2 leapers in nitrate, you should be around 6-7k. The other map, I know there's a chance for 2 leapers is gonna be Blue Gate again. One spawns close to the Olive Grove, and one sometimes roam close to the checkpoint. The points I got here were actually where I was killing the Matriarch with my friend. It did spawn 2 of the leapers, and we get 3.5k there. So if you go nitrate with double points and we'll be able to kill 2 of those, then you should have easy points there. Now, when it comes to killing the Queen or the Matriarch, well, I was trying to kill the Matriarch, and we are doing some YOLO strats there. I did try this 2 times with trio. We were going to dumb battlegrounds. There are 2 nice spots for this one, for Matriarch at least. You can actually go on the control tower, you can go on the roof. What we were doing is actually ziplining there on the ledge just below the roof, close to the loot room there, and dropping some barricades and just using Hullcracker to do some damage. Unfortunately, there were 2 teams showing up there. I would advise to actually get some barricades and barricade the zipline behind you. Sometimes you can't actually block the way, but in the control tower location, when you're on this ledge, if you drop some mines just behind the barricade, that should defend your position, and then you can Hullcrack from far away. Of course, you can go on the roof and just make sure to barricade the only entrance that is there through the doors. Same trick, mine the entrance to the roof and just go for the best. Now, you can also go to the pipeline tower there, just zipline on the roof, barricade, drop the mines, and you should have easy picking on the Matriarch there. Now, the trick with killing Matriarch is actually she has a hatch on top, and if you're able to blow that, you will see this red core, and this is where the main of the damage actually is coming. Of course, Hullcrackers with a lot of ammo will be very good there, but from other things, the trigger nades are actually very good damage. Of course, Wolfpacks will do the job. The other map, and the map we actually were able to get some damage without getting shot in the back, because them battlegrounds is goddamn contested like crazy, was actually Spaceport. In this one, I actually have seen Matriarch spawning in 2 different locations. So one is actually gonna be outside here, close to the maintenance hangar. I'm not sure how to approach this there. There is this nice control tower there. Maybe you can actually go there, barricade the only entrance through the zipline there, drop some barricades in front and just start Hullcracking. But the other spot we actually have seen her, it's actually between the launch towers and the control tower. There's actually a lot of entrance to underground over there and some buildings, so you may actually play hide and seek with her and do some damage that way. And yeah, as you can see, I'm right now tryhard 2, and the lobbies started to be very competitive. Like, you need to, most of those high score heroes are probably abusing the wasp kills from the snitch scanner. Some of them probably are just dealing enough damage to Matriarch. Like the 4k damage I was able to do with my friend was really sketchy, planting deadline mines on her legs, which is not really ideal there. But if you want to just sneak in there, get some points, you can always do just that. But yeah, staying for the long fight, potentially killing her, it is the way to go. Alright, that's all I have in this video. If it was helpful, consider liking or subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.